So now I will install the needed assets in order to have Unity recognizing my serial port. I'll start a new project. I can give it a name. Here I have a GitHub repository where you can see some of the examples that are a little bit more advanced. Maybe because I started in prototype 1, I'll call this one prototype 0. And once that Unity loads, you can click on the menu window, asset store, and there look for an asset that is called RDT, as Arduino Unity, just like that. So you need to click on the button to search and type maybe ARDITY. There we are. So I already installed it in my computer. So once I click here, it's asking me if I want to import it, but it may be different in your computer if it's the first time. And now it lists here a lot of things I want to remark that instead of importing them all, I also want to see that the PDF is there. So this is full of errors, and this is normal. So we have all that stuff, and we need to go to File, Build Settings, and then in the Player Settings, change the definition of which kind of control does Unity has over the serial port. So for that, I need to go to Player and find where it's calling the app compatibility level. And if it says standard net 2, that's not good. We need to select the other one. In my case, it's net 4.x. Once that I have that, it takes some seconds to update the project, and you can see how the log of errors that it doesn't know anything about the serial port already disappeared. Once that we are done with that, we can navigate to the project, find inside of the assets the PDF that explains how to set this plugin, this asset. And you will notice that here it has a description in detail about how to configure it, and also later on how to use the information coming and going from Arduino. So the first step I'm going to follow is that I'll create a little object here, a cube, and I'll get ready to set it up. So maybe I'll also put a plane so it's easy to identify. I'll modify it a little bit. I'll use the tools from the UI and the inspector in a way that the camera is pointing at the cube and we can see what's going on. So now I'll navigate till the assets. I'll look inside of the scripts and I'll find one that's called serial controller. I'm going to drag that one onto my cube. I left the name as default. Oh, by accident I drag it twice. Have it here, and there's where I have to set up the name of the port. So from tools port, you have that string if you have a Mac, or you have something like COM. You will need to input whatever is in your tools port definition in here. So I already did it 2 or 3 times, so I almost remember, but it's easy to get something misspelled. And if there's a slight difference, it will not work. So that's quite important to go and come back and check and double check. I wrote down one extra one. Okay. Also, if you have a Windows computer and your port is over 10, there's some other trick that you have to play. I'll delete this one because I dropped it by accident. I put 2, it was not on purpose. And now if I click play and everything works well, computer is a little slow. Should, and I am right now, seeing that messages are being dropped. That's a measure of success that we configure it successfully.